Jesus to why? Jesus, why? Why? The lies is too much. The deception is too much. Jesus, why? You say you are the Son of God, whether Son God or Son of God, but the lie is too much. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome to this educational program. Of course, this is Truth Telling Time, TTT, Brain at Work. Let's have this lesson in approximately 5 minutes. All right. It's all about the people's Messiah, the Jesus Christ. The black man thinks he is in the sky with his dad. First of all, I want the believers to understand that there are some things they say those things, but when it comes to the practicability, when it comes to reason, things that they say can never be proven. One of the things they say is, and according to the Bible, they say Jesus Christ died. 3 days later, he resurrected. He went to heaven and was sitting at the right side of God. That Jesus is sitting at the right hand side of God, his Father. This can never be true. This can never be proven. Why am I saying that it is not true? Why am I saying that it cannot be proven? According to the believers themselves, the Jews, the Christian, the Muslim, and whosoever, they themselves says that their God is a spirit. They themselves acknowledge, they themselves admitted that their God, the sky daddy, is a spirit. Now, how can you tell me, how can you prove that a spirit, when the spirit is sitting, he is facing north? Therefore, the east is the right side and the west is the left side. How can you tell that a spirit is sitting down and the spirit is facing the west? Therefore, the north is the right hand side and the south is the right hand side. How can the spirit have side by side? The air that we breathe, the air, the wind that blow. Show me the right hand side of the air. Show me the right hand side of the wind that blows. So how can you, as a reasonable being, accept that God, Jesus is sitting at the right hand side of God? How do you know the position God is facing? How do you know the direction God is facing while sitting in his throne? And again, to tell me that a spirit is in heaven, sitting in heaven. A spirit is sitting in heaven on a certain throne. So if you believe in those things, it means there's a problem. So me, all I say is the fear for God. The fear for God is the beginning of stupidity. And I have been a sheep before. I have been stupid over years. Okay? I have been victim of this before. It is high time. It is not only in Africa there is Bible. It is not only in Africa there is a Quran. There is Quran in European countries. There is Quran in Arabian countries. And there is Bible in those countries as well. Why these people, their approach to religion is different from ours? It is because even though a book is speaking, they also apply their brain. After the book has spoken, they also use their brain to check if what the book is saying is true or false. If it is true, they shall follow. If it is not, then they move with the brain. So first of all, you saying that Jesus, after resurrection, he is sitting at the right hand side of his Father. And Jesus promised in the book of Revelation that if you stand and the battle of whatever, if you also win, he will give you a place at the right hand side of God. So it means in that heaven one day, the right hand side of God is going to be full, while the left side is empty. I know you will tell me that it is metaphoric speech, but you know, things which cannot be are not used in metaphor. Things which are not used in metaphoric speech. That is why the truth speech, it is the reality that we use in proverb. That man is a lion. That man is a lion. You tell me it is metaphoric or whatever, but a man, we have something called man. In reality, there is a man. In reality, there's a lion. So even in a metaphor, we use existing things to allude. We allude. We talk about something using the reality. That is one. So Jesus sitting at the right hand side of God. Think about it again. How can the spirit, how do you know that God is facing this side or there? How do you know? And you see, he is sitting at the right hand side. Jesus said something. He said something in the book of Luke chapter 14, the verse number verse 11. Let me take the 11th verse. Jesus said, "For all those who make themselves great will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be made great." He said, all those who humble themselves will be made great, and those who made themselves great will be humbled. And first of all, if say mabobra pa, enemy ni patetrewa, you say you will make me humble. For what? I am not great in detriment of any other person. Manko dio. I am me bra papa me boy no, and the mama ye great. You say if I made myself great, you will humble me. Now if I humble myself, you make me great. Okay, accepted, no problem. Now let us check some one or two things. If this verse is accurate, if this verse is true, Luke chapter 14, the verse number 11. For all those who make themselves great will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be made great. I am saying that if this statement is true, if this statement is true, yeah, TTT, bring her to work. Kwame Frimpong, I see you. If this is true, let us check something. In John chapter 10, verse 30, John 10:30, Jesus said what? I and my Father are one. Tinipa. Jesus said, I and my Father are one. Jesus said, me and Ejano. I and my Father are one. Now let us look at how God is. Is God great or humble? You see, on this page we do analytic study. We study the thing in and we analyze it. So you follow. Some of the time when we quote, you also jot the verse down. You check it on your own later to see if we are telling the truth or we are telling lies. Luke chapter 14, the verse number 11. Jesus says, Gideon, hey, so Jesus says, if you made yourself great, you will be humbled. If you humble yourself, you'll be made great. Jesus, after saying this, and he says, John 10:30, I and my Father are one. Now we are going to check if God is humble or great. Okay, all right. That is in John chapter 14, the verse number 28. John 14, verse 28. Let's check. You heard me say to you, I am leaving, but I will come back to you. If you love me, you will be glad that I am going to the Father, for he is greater than I am. He is greater than I am. Jesus said that God is greater than he is. And the same Jesus says, he and the Father, God, they are one. So Jesus, is he humble or great? Is Jesus humble or great? If God is greater and Jesus and God are one, automatically he is also hot. In science, people call this thing, I don't know. I'm not good in science, but I know something like this. They call, I say, simile. Let me stay in my literature now. Let me not go in science. Let me stay in philosophy and literature, my field. Let me stay there. Luke chapter 14, verse 11. If you humble yourself, you will be made great. If you make yourself great, you will be humbled. After saying that, and he says, I and my Father are one. And now the Father too, Jesus says the Father is greater. Therefore, Jesus is also hot. He's also great. And so Jesus, will he be made humble or he will be made great? So who told you that in the book of Revelation, after resurrection, Jesus was given a name which is greater than any other name? Who told you? Who told you that the name Jesus is greater than Dakoba? Hey, who told you that the word Jesus is greater than Dakoba? Who told you that? Who told you that the name Jesus is greater than the CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo? Is it not because of Cristiano Ronaldo? The Quran, the law, the Sharia has been circumvented. Because of Cristiano Ronaldo, human being, the Quran, the Sharia, which does not permit you to live with your girlfriend together in Islamic country because of Cristiano Ronaldo. That law is forgotten. They made it a foolish case. Human being, mankind, we are great. Let us use our brain. Now, the question is, ask yourself, you, Abdul living in Zongo, if you have your girlfriend that you've not married according to the Islamic law, go to Saudi Arabia and say you are going to live there with your girlfriend and see if they will allow you. They won't allow you. The Sharia will be applied because you are not great. It is because you are not great. You are not famous. In quotes, you are nobody. But Cristiano Ronaldo, he is a great personality. He is famous, because of him. The Sharia is forgotten. They put the Sharia aside. They put that law aside. So why do you allow Jesus to tell you that if you make yourself great, they will humble you? Is Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7, is he humble in Saudi Arabia currently? He is not humble there. Why? Because he has made himself great. So they are respecting him. So Luke chapter 14, verse 11 is a lie. It's a big lie. Don't put your focus on those things. That if you humble yourself, you'll be made great. If Cristiano Ronaldo has humbled himself, he won't be made great. He wouldn't be made great there. If Cristiano Ronaldo did not make himself great, did not work assiduously, did not work day out, day in. If Lionel Messi, these people, they don't work. Ghana, currently. This issue, I do not want to talk about it, but let me shift it in. That make a meal or the end. How many times has he visited Ghana? What has he done for the NPP party? What is his contribution to NPP party winning power here in Ghana? Daddy Lumba, the person who had that song, oye we no, oye we na, how many pictures has he taken at the Jubilee House? Even Parliament House, how many pictures has he taken there? How many video has he music clip has he recorded even in Parliament House? The person who has the song, oye we know, nothing. Sakode, in the time of John Mahama, which song Sakode didn't do? Doom so, or Maya Wotima will laugh for crowd to me planning order song, once any sika the better biane. enka na wukusu kwa yina se watra enne oni generator na chese wa mobra ahunkyere wadane nkutoma ye dabisra o mana se moja se oba wa ye bra ha me kwati ametwa position mami cash anka me da sofa anka me wofa so da sofa bas mura mofa politics dani fa se de bia kotokose yin support has makwa ko preme moja mbatu me bell light so ngina so se crossing na hele adwene mo hyehye ntimi da makete so kura me fa pele chese habofo aboka nyama hye fridge mu ma fisi rollers complain na capital wa ba dumu so na daroma ene pata so na yeda ye be fa woni nyina mu ne mo da so da ye ka kolebu na 37 ye de nipa ko hoda mo be ko na ya afo agina debora hosa me say all this song 2016 onya do no mo da so de dankrofoka yeah na still you go vote no all these ones Sako they made all these songs wonderful lyrics and you majo mache makana bio makana pe mekana bio nyame mama yakoma na meka no obuo na yansoma be shitu mwanajo desu ba me ni choice me pe de akoso wo krom first of all we nkoma mebunu the youth cause bibia yedu no yamaya dwemo da ho a wiakete yebekunu ye no so beti ne yadane akokofo no Sako they made these songs Lord but can he go to the flat house to go and record? Currently, he say Nana Tuaso. Can he record it there? No. But that means because of the way he brand himself, because of the relationship, because of the relationship, look at what he has done. So don't allow this book. Me, I told you that the book, no book is greater than the author. No book is greater than the author. And the author used his brain to write the book. So don't allow this book to control your brain. Let your brain control the book. That is why you can have your document at the airport. They will bounce it for you. I can sign a check for you, document, paper, a book in contest. You will go to the bank and they will reject it. The bank people, their brain, the system they have there will reject it. Let us use their brain. That is one. The same Luke chapter 14. Now verse 12. I'm done with the verse 11. Now verse 12. The verse 12 says, let's listen to what Jesus said. Then Jesus said to his host, when you give a lunch or a dinner, do not invite This is what you tell me that is a sacred book I should follow. Listen, Jesus said to his host, when you give a lunch or a dinner, do not invite your friends or your brothers or your relatives or your rich neighbors, for they will invite you back, and in this way you will be paid for what you did. This is another, I don't know if I should say in quote, useless statement. That if me, Dakoba, I want to give a feast, I should not invite my friend. I should not invite my relatives. I should not even invite people in my neighbor. I mean the rich neighbors. I should not invite them. Believer, if you are a theist, prove this to me that it is true. Now, even before I give you any example outside the Bible, let me ask you, the Last Supper that Jesus had according to the Bible, who were there with him? When Jesus, the Last Supper, who ate the Last Supper with Jesus? Are they not his disciple? Had Jesus invited any Pharisee? I'm asking you, who ate the Last Supper with Jesus? Jesus said, If you are having a feast, if you're having a lunch or a dinner, do not invite your friends or your relatives. But I'm asking you, who ate the Last Supper with Jesus? Is it not the disciples, his friends, that he sometimes called brothers? Why Jesus didn't eat the Last Supper with the Roman soldiers? Let the brain be at work. Let the brain be at work. I know that somebody will come and tell me that it is a proverb. And if it is a proverb, bring the meaning. If this is a proverb, bring the meaning. The Last Supper, Jesus didn't eat the Last Supper with the Roman soldiers. He didn't eat the Last Supper with the Roman kings and emperors. He didn't eat the Last Supper with the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He ate the Last Supper with his disciples. And after that, he is telling you that you, when you have a lunch or a dinner, do not call your friends or relatives. Wow. Wow. So now, why on Christmas Day, when Christians, you prepare your Christmas meal or food, why don't you invite Muslims, but you share it among your Christian friends? Now I'm going outside the Bible. I'm now picking examples outside the Bible. Why Christians, when it is Christmas and Valentine, why you people, when you prepare your foods, rice and chicken, or whatsoever, why Christians don't invite Muslims, atheists, animists, Hindus, the weed smokers, and whosoever? Why you people don't invite them, but you share the food among yourselves? So, are you sure? So, you see, you people believe the Bible on your lips. It is with your mouth that you believe the Bible. When it comes to the practicability, you people are nowhere to be found. You people are nowhere to be found. So it is your mouth. It is your mouth. So let the brain be at work. Let the brain be at work at all times. Always. 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 When I don't know how many times Satan has disobeyed God before, according to the book of Revelation chapter 12, God threw him out of heaven. He didn't pardon him. He didn't forgive him. God could have he could forgive Satan. Jesus told you that you had to forgive your enemy 7 times 7 times 70 times or something like that. Yeah. We are waiting for God to forgive Satan that way. And one question I always ask is, can God do everything? Can God do everything? If yes, he can do everything. If he can do everything, then why the circumstances? Why the circumstances? Why the event? Why these calamities we see today? I know some people will say, oh yes, he does what pleases him. Hey, my guy, we are not in the jungle. We are not in the jungle whereby you just stand up and do whatever you like. We are in a well-regulated, by law community. We are in a well-regulated by law community. Stop telling me that he does whatever pleases him. For what reason? So now, first of all, can he do everything? If yes, then why He didn't cancel sin from the well. He should just cancel sin. If I were God, instead of killing Jesus to appease myself, I will just cancel sin from the well, and everybody will go on living in peace. It is easier, it must be easier for God to cancel sin so that there shall be no sin in the world. And there's nothing like judgment day to worry himself again, because no sin, no judgment. If there's no sin in the world, why are we going for judgment? There is a sin. That is why he has to take another day. He has to take him another day to come and sit down and judge the world. So if he can do everything, he should just cancel sin. And if he can't cancel sin, unless his beloved son died before. Now, have you asked yourself, have you thought of this? He was able to kill his only begotten son, his beloved son, and you are there saying that God loves me. You are there saying that God loves me. Somebody who killed his own son, kill him. He was sitting aloof, watch him died. You are there saying, so the God who couldn't prevent Jesus from dying on the cross, that God will not take away your sufferings. That God will not take away your tribulations. That God will not take away your calamities. It is simple. It is simple. If Jesus has endured his own, you must also as well endure yours. So listen to what Jesus said. John 3:16. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Okay. Now, Matthew chapter 20, verse 28. For the Son of Man did not come to save. For the Son of Man did not come to be saved, rather to save, and lay his life down for many. It's a lie. It's a lie. Matthew chapter 20, verse 28. Say the onipabano wamba se yensum no nembom onu base oba besum no ordenen kwan to ho edema nipa pi. Me say it is not true. Say yesu bewu ajewa. Listen to the same Jesus. Luke chapter 14, the verse number 27. Those who do not carry their own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Jesus say, according to the Bible, he says, those who do not carry their own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. And you are also saying that he has taken away he has paid for your price. He has taken away your sufferings. He has done this for you. The young man is saying, carry your own cross. Carry your own cross. Carry your own cross. These are some of the reality you can find in this book called Bible. Carry your own cross. The same statement, Matthew 16. Matthew 16, I'm sure verse 24 coming. He say, if you want to be my disciple, you have to deny yourself and carry your own cross. Matthew 16. Let me check verse 24. Then Jesus said to his disciples, if anyone wants to come with me, he must forget self, carry his cross and follow me. Exactly, it is there. Matthew 16:24. Then Jesus said to his disciples, if anyone wants to come with me, he must forget self, carry his cross and follow me. And you are there saying, Wachiamaka, He has died on the cross for us. And now, First John chapter 4, I think verse 7 to 8 downward. He said, for this very reason, Jesus has appeared to destroy the work of the devil. Who deceived you like that? Who deceived you like that? Just ask yourself, what are some of the work of the devil according to religion? What are some of the work of the devil according to religion? Disobedience, disrespectfulness, thievery, adultery, and is that not so? So Jesus came, he died, he resurrected, he ascended. There is no more thievery in the world. There is no more disrespectfulness in the world. Who deceived you? Let the brain be at work. Let the brain be at work. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a believer, know that religion has its foundation on dogmatism. Dogma. Religion is based on dogma. You can't ask questions. Skepticism is not accepted in religion. You cannot be questioning. You see the way we are questioning now to find answers. These are not accepted in religion. And if they say do not ask questions, it means there's a secret. There is something they don't want you to know. I'm a teacher by profession. After teaching, I prepare scheme of work, I prepare lesson note. I go to the classroom, I teach. After the lesson, I forbade my learners from asking questions. It means there is something in my lesson. I did not present part of my question well. And I'm afraid that if they ask me question, I will be exposed. So I say, no question. If you believe yourself, if you know that you have done the right thing, you have delivered the lesson so well, if you trust your own dispensation and the sermon, you will avail yourself for questions. Even the question that comes will help you to evaluate how you have taught. The question that will come from people will help you to know if they understood the lesson or not. But in religion, no question. No question. And Paul says, women in the church, they must be mute. The women in the church must be quiet. Do you know why? Do you know why? According to religion, according to Christianity, of course, women are not permitted to speak in the assemblies of in the ecclesiastical meetings, in the clerical meetings, in the holy convocations. Do you know why women are forbade to ask questions or to speak? Number one, according to the book of Genesis, the snake, the serpent, had the discussion with the woman, not the man. Not the man. So what is recorded here in the Bible? Perhaps the snake has revealed someone's secret to the woman, and they know that if the woman is given the chance to talk, those secrets will come out. So they say, no, the woman should keep quiet. This one is my opinion. It is not based on any hypothesis. It is my own hypothesis. Okay? I'm saying that the snake, the serpent in the Garden of Eden, according to religion, appeared to the woman. And the woman is the first person to eat the apple, the fruit that gives knowledge of good and bad. The first person to have knowledge of good and bad on this earth, according to Bible, is woman, not men. So women became clever before a man, before men. So the Bible prevents women from asking questions. The Bible prevents women from speaking in the churches. Why? They know things that perhaps men don't know. And if women are permitted to ask questions in the church, if women are permitted to ask questions in the ecclesiastical assemblies, secrets will come out that they are not permitted to talk. If they have questions, they should go and ask their husbands at home. What if she doesn't have a husband? So a lady at the age of 13 years who has a question must wait for the day she marries before she gets an answer to that question. And what if the husband too doesn't know the answer? In this same book, let's say, if you were a Christian and you complain, Christian woman, and you complain that your husband doesn't take care of you, you are a disgrace to Christianity. Any Christian woman born one, any Christian born one woman who complains that her husband doesn't take care of the child and doesn't take care of her, that born one woman is a disgrace to Christianity. Do you know why? God, your God himself, after impregnating Mary, he didn't take care of the pregnancy. He didn't take care of the child. Nothing. The onimane tonga. After the tonga, then he ran to his hideout again. He ran to his hideout again. And you love God. Christian women, women in the church, you love God. Even though he has impregnated Mary without taking care of the pregnancy, even though he didn't take care of Jesus, the baby Jesus, after all these things, you Christian women in the church, you still love God. So if you say your husband doesn't take care of you, you are a disgrace to Christianity. For your husband, he should take care of you. God didn't take care of Mary. You are okay with it. You see how religion teaches us, how religions teach us to be selfish. You see, in Africa, I'm not too old, but per history, I've studied so far. In Africa, in any concession, in every area, there is a leader of family, the leader of a clan. Every clan has a leader. And in the evening, when Mr. Kofi's wife prepare food, they will bring it to the house of the leader. Kwame's wife will prepare food and bring it there. Yawo's wife will prepare and bring it there. All the men in that area, in the evening, when their wives prepare dinner, they bring it to that one house. And all the men with their male children will come to one place and eat the dinner together. This is ancient Africa. This is what used to happen. When you are in the farm, when you are going to farm and in the bush, you will go, on your way, you will find some pot, and as a jar, let me call it a jar, full of water. You can fetch some. When you are thirsty, you can fetch some of the water, drink. On your way back from farm, when you are coming, maybe you have a leftover of your water, the water you take to the farm. If some is left on your way back, when you reach where there's a jar, you pour the water in the jar there and go home. A passenger, whoever is passing by and is thirsty at that moment, will fetch some of that water and drink. It is in the bush, in the bush. This is how people long ago lived in Africa. Today, the people who introduced us to this document gave us the statement that each for himself, God for us all. May say, the people who introduced us to this document, they told us that each for himself, God for us all. And now look at our society. Look at our society today as compared to those days. God for us all. Where is God for us all? Why is God for us all? In French, we call something entraide. Entraide. That is when today, or about 10 men will come to my farm, and we all farm in the same place. Tomorrow we will go to your farm, and we are all going to farm in your, we are all going to cultivate your land for you. The next day it is the turn of another person. Till if we are 10, in 10 days we come here, we go there, and they get it. May say these people say each for himself, God for us all. Look at us today. Religions teach us to be selfish. L'individualisme, c'est ce que nous apprend les religions qui nous sont introduites par les Européens ou bien les Asiatiques. C'est ce que nous apprend les religions qui nous sont introduites par les Européens. If I should quote Jean-Jacques Rousseau, he says, primum vivere dende philosophare. Primum vivere dende philosophare. Let us live first and philosophize later. And the question is, à quoi sert la philosophie dans un monde où les gens ont faim? What is the benefit of philosophy in the country where people are hungry? In another word, if I should paraphrase it, à quoi sert la religion au monde où les gens ont faim? What is the uses of religion in the country or in the land where people are hungry? Ladies and gentlemen, this lesson is intended to be a short one. We won't go far. La religion est l'opium du peuple. Religion is the opium of the people. La religion is the art of animal training. That is why a Christian will do everything possible to defend Christianity. Why Muslims and Jews are finding problem with Christianity, a Christian will never see those problems. Whatever a Muslim will say about the New Testament, whatever a Jew will say about the New Testament, a Christian man will do anything possible to defend it. That is religion. No matter what problem a Christian has found with the Quran, no matter what problem a Jew has found with the Quran, a Muslim will do anything possible to defend it. No matter what problem or issue a Christian or a Muslim has found with the Old Testament, the Tanakh, a Jew will do anything possible to defend it. Such is religion for you. Such is religion. Such is religion. Now, before I conclude this lesson, let me leave you with this statement. Exodus, I'm sure of chapter 12, verse 13. Exodus. That God told the Israelites that they should kill the Passover lamb and put the blood at their doorstep, so that when he sees the blood, he will pass over. That they should kill animals, sprinkling the blood on their door post, so that when he sees the blood, so without the blood on the door, God doesn't know that a Hebrew man is living in the house. He doesn't know unless he's sitting. Listen to this. Exodus chapter 12, the verse number 23. The Bible says, when the Lord goes through Egypt to kill the Egyptians, when God goes through Egypt to kill the Egyptians, he will see the blood on the beams and the doorpost, and he will not let the angel of death enter your houses and kill you. Think about this verse again. If you're a believer, those of you who are insulting Satan, cursing Satan, listen to this verse again. Exodus chapter 12, the verse number 23. When the Lord goes through Egypt to kill the Egyptians, he will see the blood on the beam and the doorpost, and will not let the angel of death enter your houses and kill you. This one I will not explain it. It shall be the introduction of our next lesson. Ladies and gentlemen, this of course is Truth Telling Time, Brain at Work. TTT, Brain at Work. We are on YouTube, Truth Telling Time TV. And your brother, Cesar Dakowa speaking. My telephone number is always the same, 054 123 2463. It has been a long time we've come live like this because of some challenges, all right? Some challenges. So step by step, we shall overcome it together. We are available for your support, advice, and support. You know, we are available for all those ones. Thank you very much for being with us from the very beginning till now. Let me see if I can. So Yahweh Ben Jesse is in. He said none of them has seen the spirit. Yeah. And it makes no sense. From Zach Dushi. Yeah, Zach Dushi. And I said Duchi. Okay, excuse me. But let me just read the Zach. Yeah, I've seen you. Okay, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, says the Bible, which is not true. Yeah, Mr. Kwame Frimpong. Yeah. Snake baby boy. Snake baby boy. Yeah. Can I prove the nonsense you think he is not making? Rakin. Yeah, you can. You can. Why? And Gideon Ajay. Yeah, my man. How is the country? I see you. Yeah. Kwame Mickey. Ofori Mickey TV is here. And okay. Low, exactly. Guy Jesus, you are in. All right. We are in class. That is Ala John. We are in class. Thank you so much. I'll say, please share the video, please. That is Equia Frama. Is it Frama or Frama? Excuse me if I don't get it well. Yahuda Quintana, good morning. Okay, that goes to my man. Best rapper, Dakoba. That's Kaji. Okay, yeah. There are galaxies of this. You look very nice, bro. Yeah, okay, thank you. Sisa Ikua. Yeah, thank you so much. You're also looking, gorgeous, cute, and appealing. Thank you so much. Let's end it here. We shall be back on some other moment. Truth Telling Time, Brain at Work. TTT, Brain at Work. That must say. Bye bye.